Okay, YouTube, today you're here with Casting with Kobe, and this is my little brother George, and today, together, we're going to be showing y'all how to rig up a bluegill setup in many ways. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so our first setup, or actually, let me just tell you about the bobbers that we're going to be using. So, there are many types of bobbers, ain't that right?
Yeah, there's many types of bobbers, weighted bobbers, slip bobbers.
Yes, so this one right here is a Mr. Crappie weighted bobber. You can see that little gray deal at the bottom is actually a lead weight that holds it down. So you would clamp it to the top. You'd clamp it right there. I don't know if you ever see that. I got big old fingers. But it goes, you can clamp it down. This is a non-weighted bobber. This one doesn't have a weight at all. As you can see, it don't have the lead right there. This one is one of those round styrofoam bobbers. And this is another weighted type bobber. What are these called?
I think this is
weighted bobber, right?
Corks or whatever. I don't know.
The cork.
But this one's also weighted as well. If you push it down, you can see the weight on the bottom.
Yes. And then we got this one's like an old one. I've been using this for a minute. But this is another weighted bobber. I use a lot of weighted bobbers, and then you're obviously the classic, the red and white, and then the red or white bobber. And then we got our weights. If you don't have a weighted bobber, you're just using these styrofoam ones. You could use these. These are the Ozark Trail clamp-on weights, the split shot weights, actually, the assortment. And then let's get down to the hooks. This is what's going to be having you ripping lips. So we got the small hook. I don't know if y'all can see that. Try to grab it by like the end, but it's a really small hook. And then I've been doing this for a while because I use the head of the worm. I use any type of the worm. I kind of spool it on there like a kind of like a jig, but it's a 1/32 ounce jig head, and I'm going to be showing y'all how to tie on different types of bobbers. So let's get on to the bobbers first. Okay, so down to the bobbers, we're going to be showing you how to connect them to your line while you're bluegill fishing. These are different types of, here if you can hold that real quick. These are different types of bobbers. And this one, you first go down, you connect it to your line, kind of like that. There you go. Thank you for giving me some slack. Then you go up here, you hold this down so it doesn't go down. So you can see it kind of opened up a little bit. You put your line in there and it should look like that. I don't know, some people, I've seen them where they're like hanging off the side like this, or it's just like that. No, let's try to do, I try to do it the right way, but some other people, this one's exactly like the classic bobber. So you come down here, press that, and then I always make sure this is sticking up. And then this right here, these are really sensitive. These are really good bobbers. Let's make sure that's clamped down. This should look like that. This is the second bobber. This is the non-leaded weight one. This one actually has lead weight. Georgie told y'all that. So you do the same thing. That long piece that goes up, that goes straight up. And then this bottom one, these are kind of hard to put on sometimes because that lead weight, but you go try to snag it in there and it goes in like that. And these stay in place pretty good. And if you want to move it around, I normally go off the top, then adjust it like this. So you know how it goes up and down, so like that. So let's get this bobber off. Now this one's just one. The other ones have, you have to connect two. This one, you just connect one. And this one has a hole. That is actually for an,
glow stick.
Glow stick. So my little brother actually has the glow sticks that goes to these Mr. Crappie ones. You can use these. I do have some in my tackle box. If y'all would give me a second, y'all let me grab them for y'all.
You can also buy these at any bait shop or like Walmart or whoever's place sells fishing stuff.
Yeah. Then I got the Mr. Crappie ones. I don't know if y'all can see that logo, but these actually go to the Mr. Crappie bobbers. So it's real good if you're fishing at night for crappie. You can catch bluegill at night. I've used the same deal, the same bobber. This one's a little bit of the same thing, except it's just like this one, just like that one. But this one's weighted, this one's not. So you would connect just one of them, and then put your glow stick up here. Now I've messed up one. I used, let's just say I used a bigger, wow, fiddle around trying to find it. Oh, I got more bobbers in here. But that'll be on a different topic. These bobbers are for, those bobbers right there you just heard are for later. But as you can tell, I kind of messed that one up. I put a glow stick in there that wasn't supposed to be in there. So always use the ones that they give you. These, they do have the same size, but I kind of just forced it in there. So that's why I messed that one up. But yeah, back to this bobber. Sorry, I got off topic, but you just connect that one, put your glow stick right there. Now the other one, some people don't know how to put these on. If it's a slip bobber, there normally be a hole on the this end and then that end, and then you would have like a lead weight at the bottom or a bobber stopper holding it at the top. So this one, get your line, you'd go back with the spring. As you can see, there's like a little opening deal. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Go 4, and it hangs off like this. Hangs off like that. So whenever it gets into the water, it goes up like that. And then you can see it all moving around. So let's take this guy off. So yeah, there are plenty of bobbers. There's different types of bobbers for different types of situations. And now let's get to the lead weights. Okay guys, now we're gonna get on to the lead weights. They sell many of these, Walmart, Cabela's, Academy, basically anywhere that sells fishing stuff. They have split shot weights. I just call them clamp on weights because, you know, get you good old pliers. You gotta kind of clamp them on. These are a good pair of pliers. I think Marble got these from Cabela's, right?
Yeah, it's gonna from Cabela's.
Okay, so these come with many. So this first one has, you know, the bigger ones. These are big ones. These are the baby ones. These are just right under the big ones. I don't know if y'all saw that. These are right under the big ones. And these are the medium-sized ones. These are the good ones. These are the good ones. But these, I don't know why, but most of these don't really have the back ends. I don't know if y'all can see that. Compared to one like this that I have right here. These have like that little like back end right here. And these don't really have it. It's just a ball. But if you do find some, make sure they have these. If you find some of these, you kind of have to clamp it down like this. Let me just show you real quick. So, kind of make it open up. Make it look like Pac-Man. Hold on, I got big old fingers. I'm sorry about that. Make it look like Pac-Man, and then you know, clamp it onto your line. So those are the weights right there. And now we're gonna get onto hooks. Okay, now we're gonna get onto hooks. Now you can use any hook, not, you know, not no hook that looks like this. You ain't trying to catch no bluegill with a hook that looks like that. You ain't gonna catch a bluegill with that. So you want to use, obviously, you know, smaller hooks because they have smaller mouths. So I use a 1/32 ounce jig head, and then I use these small ones. You can find them at I think Gamakatsu actually has some.
Yeah, Gamakatsu has them, and I think it's a new brand. I don't know. But it's called H2OX or H2OX. And
yeah.
They get, I think it's like 1/32 ounce is the lowest, probably.
Well, they have like 6/0 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, those are like the jig heads and stuff.
Yeah, that's the jig heads.
Use a really small hook. And now we're gonna show you how to tie that all on. Okay, guys. So one thing we actually forgot about talking about hooks, they actually sell these Ozark Trail. Called bait 8-pack shells bait holder hooks. So it's a leader. I don't know if you can see the hook. They're on top. Made them kind of weird. But those work really good if you want to, you know, switch over to, say you have a swivel, and then you can connect that like a clamp on swivel, right?
Yeah, like a clip swivel.
Yeah, and then you put that, and you put your leader on that right there, because these have the little, I don't know if you can see them, but they're like the eyes of like the leader, like a little knotted, where it like makes a hole, and you just, so. Now, we're gonna get to tying on your hook. I use a cinch knot, yes, an old, standard old cinch knot, so. But we're just gonna do it with the jig head. So you wanna get yourself about 3 to 4 inches line. Now twist that jig head 7 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, hold on, my bad, 6, 7. So now what I do, let me switch it over here because I was trying to show you, my bad. So now you're gonna see this hole. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a hole right there. So let's go through that. And you want to do the same knot on the other hook. This one's a really good one. And then you're going to see this other hole. The moment you put it through there, you're going to make another hole. See how I kind of did it right there? You're going to go towards the knot. And it should come apart. It should come together like this. So, call a cinch knot for a reason. Cinching that deal down. Now that thing ain't going nowhere. Yep. So that's how you do cinch knot. If you're it's really easy knot. The moment you tie it once, you'll remember how to do it again. Let me get my little scissors. And then with the tag end of that, these are my little snippets. I like to go right here, about 3/4 of an inch, a little extra, one won't hurt. And then you have that, and that's how you connect your hook. Here, could you hold that real quick? And this is where, in different types of situations, you have your weighted bobbers, and then you have your old classic bobbers, and then you have your old styrofoam bobbers. And if you like to get fancy, you can get these bobbers. So these are actually at Walmart, right?
Oh, they're at Cabela's, mainly at Cabela's and Walmart.
Yeah.
And Academy.
Yeah, I think I forgot to mention that. If I did, my bad. So you go up here, and now I'm gonna show y'all. This you can use just quick and easy. You know, you don't really need much weight. You know, real light. You know, so you go in. There you go. So I put it about 1 foot long from the dill. That's how I catch them. That's how I've always caught them. So get that off of there real quick. And now we're gonna show you how to do it with the other hook. No, let me get this clip. Where's my snippets? Turkey took my scissors.
So are these, like, some bobbers are like kind of weird whenever they get molded with the plastic, and they'll leave extra like tag ends to it. You know, like cause you to not be able to put your line into it.
Now, Georgie, what do you think about bluegill? Do you like eating bluegill?
Well, if they're from,
It depends on where they're at, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it depends on where they're at.
So I'm gonna just tie a quick cinch knot. Just real quick. Ain't nothing too hard about doing this. Oh, well. My bad. Came undone on me. And now we're gonna show you those clamp-on weights. If you don't have a weighted bobber, how to go about that situation. So you would go right here with either the one I showed you without the little end like this, or you can kind of clamp it down. This, you just go right here, put it in the Pac-Man's mouth. The only reason why I say it looks like Pac-Man, because it kind of does look cute. And then you clamp it, some pliers, and that guy's ready to go. Now you can fish that off the bottom, and then you can grab yourself
A non-weighted bobber.
Yeah, non-weighted bobber. Go right here. Then let me get this top end real quick. Go right there. You can put it right there, and you can adjust where your weight's at. The reason why I like this method a bit more is because it throws it out there a bit farther than you would like with the jig head or with the, sorry, that's my nephew, or with the jig and just the old weighted bobber. The weighted bobber works great if you're throwing it, but this thing can throw out there pretty far. So yeah, that's how you do that. And then with these, the same way, you clamp it onto your line. And what I like to do best, I leave about like 3 inches from the bobber. I put the weight, and then I'll put my hook like that. And all right there, you can get in between brush piles, if bluegill are in brush piles, and then if you're fishing on a dock, this works great too. Real easy and compactable. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all learned something. It's good to learn something new every day. If y'all have any questions down in the comments on what baits to use, just let me know. And I can tell y'all everything I know about bluegill. I'm pretty good at catching them. George is pretty good at catching them. I don't know if y'all can see her, but our niece up there, she's actually really great at catching them. She's actually better than me at catching them. If anything, y'all should be getting tips from her. So, yes. As I said before, hope y'all enjoyed the video. God bless all of y'all, and we'll catch y'all next time.